business as usual. It's your boy Exotic Rides. I'm checking in today with an important update regarding the COVID-19 virus that's been pretty much halting all business around the world, and especially on tourist-dependent Bali. So I hope you guys are all safe. I hope none of you are stuck in Europe or the United States. The interesting thing actually is Indonesia is not really affected that much yet, or at least according to the official numbers. I mean, if they're true or not, it's up to speculation, but regardless, Indonesia has about 70 cases, I think, altogether, which for a country with 200 million plus people is pretty solid score, especially considering that Bali depends on people just flying in and out. I want to show you a bit of Bali today. I'll just drive through the usually busy areas because as you can see, Bali is already affected by the virus, because I mean, there's a lot of tourists coming from China, a lot of tourists coming from Italy and Europe, Spain, etc. And pretty much the whole of Europe is not flying anywhere at this point. Let's check the beach. This is Batu Belik Beach, is in between Seminyak and Canggu, which is normally pretty busy in these hours. And as you can see, there's almost no one. Surf's up, dude. And this is it, guys. I mean, it's a low season right now, but still, this is unheard of. About 2 years ago, I used to be a similar situation with the volcano Mount Agung being active, which resulted in a very similar situation. But the main difference is that before it was internal, there was a volcano on this island that deterred people from coming in, and now it's the opposite situation, where there is this pandemic in all the surrounding countries in the world, and that stops people from traveling anywhere, let alone to this beautiful island. I certainly do feel bad for local businesses at this point. I mean, not just for local businesses, I feel bad for all businesses, because this will definitely take its toll. This is one of the major beach clubs. I bet it's half empty right now. Please comment down below if you are affected as well, because you may live somewhere where there is no reported case, but perhaps you run a business that depends on, that is affected ultimately because of this virus. It's a good lesson for all of us. And now we're entering Brawa, which is usually pretty busy. I mean, this road right here that I'm riding on is normally there's a traffic jam here forming up at all times. Today doesn't seem so. So to conclude the situation in Bali, as you can tell, everybody's pretty chill here. There's no fights over toilet paper. There are no fights over food and Indomie just yet, but it may change because as for now, the government has taken very few precautions. Essentially, the whole thing that the government did was it closed off or cut off the incoming flights from China, from certain European countries, I believe from Japan as well, and that's it. Life here runs as normal, minus the daily influx of new tourists. I think if anything, some people are just leaving when they can. Let me take you to the infamous Canggu shortcut, because that's usually really busy. I gotta say, on one hand it's nice when the island gets a little break from all the people. Oh wow, one car on the whole shortcut. Okay, 2 cars. Got me. Let's have a look at the busiest street in Canggu, the Batu Bolong, and I'll just make it quick. I just wanted to check in with you guys. I actually did go to Surabaya and I did go to Jakarta. I plan to visit Medan in Sumatra as well, but I was sick, so I had to interrupt my plans, and then I went back to Bali, spent a whole week in bed, and now I'm back on my feet. So look at that, there is no one in here. Okay, a bunch of tourists here. Look, all the cafes are empty. Wow, this is like the apocalypse. Exotic rides, please report damage control. Copy. That's crazy. Where is everybody? Well, we still get the Canggu chicks. If there's one thing that didn't change, is that people are still not wearing helmets in here. But I have to say, there is no panic in here. If anything, this place has gotten just a little bit more laid back. One more thing, I'll definitely be going to Medan once the situation settles a little bit. So, is there anybody from Medan looking at this right now? If so, be sure to message me on Instagram so we can get in touch, and perhaps we can meet up when I'm in there. And I'll definitely be flying through Jakarta, so all my Jakarta people in here, holla at me. Paradise reclaimed.